Welcome back to Crypto News. I'm Blockchain Beat, and today we have some significant updates from the crypto world. The Delaware Bankruptcy Court has given its nod to the sale of FTX digital assets, but with some noteworthy restrictions and conditions. In this report, we'll delve into the key points you need to know about this development. Our first highlight is the court's approval of the sale of FTX digital assets. The Delaware Bankruptcy Court has officially authorized the sale of FTX digital assets. This decision signifies a pivotal step in the restructuring of FTX's financial situation. FTX can now proceed with its planned asset sales under the court's supervision. Next up, let's talk about how these digital assets will be sold. FTX's digital assets will be sold in weekly batches, creating a structured approach to the sales process. An investment advisor will oversee and manage these weekly sales, ensuring a methodical disposition of assets. This approach aims to maintain order and transparency throughout the sales process. Now, let's address what's not on the sale list. Bitcoin, BTC, Ethereum, ETH, and specific insider-affiliated tokens are expressly excluded from the weekly sales. This exclusion safeguards these crucial assets from being sold off in the same manner as other digital assets. The court has recognized the unique status of these tokens. Moving on to the limits set for these asset sales. Sale limits have been established, starting at $50 million for the first week and increasing to $100 million in subsequent weeks. If required, these limits can be elevated to $200 million, but only with court approval. These limits aim to manage the pace of asset liquidation. Now, let's discuss how Bitcoin, Ethereum, and certain insider-affiliated tokens are handled differently. FTX has the discretion to sell Bitcoin, Ethereum, and specific tokens separately, subject to providing a 10-day notice to relevant committees and the U.S. trustee. An investment advisor will oversee these sales, ensuring a careful and transparent process. This approach offers flexibility while maintaining regulatory oversight. Let's focus on the confidentiality surrounding these sales. Information about these asset sales will be kept confidential, with only a redacted version accessible to the public. This confidentiality measure aims to protect sensitive market information and trade dynamics. The redacted version balances transparency with privacy. What happens if there are objections to these sales? If written objections are raised by the committees and the U.S. trustee, the sales can be delayed. This mechanism ensures that the concerns and interests of relevant stakeholders are carefully considered. The court will intervene if necessary to address objections. Let's discuss the broader market stability implications. The restrictions and conditions imposed are intended to maintain market stability during the sale of FTX assets. These measures are seen as proactive steps to mitigate potential disruptions caused by asset liquidation. However, some experts believe that the overall market impact may be limited due to the relatively small size of the sales. Now, what's the potential impact of these asset sales? Observers suggest that these sales may not significantly impact the market, given FTX's total holdings of $833 million worth of Bitcoin and Ether. The proportion of assets being sold is relatively small compared to the exchange's total portfolio. Market participants will closely monitor how these sales unfold in the coming weeks. Finally, let's talk about the fate of FTX token, FTT. The sale of FTX token, FTT, requires additional court authorization and is not included in the approved weekly batches. This distinction highlights the unique status of FTT within FTX's asset portfolio. Any potential sale of FTT will be subject to further scrutiny and legal procedures. In summary, the Delaware Bankruptcy Court has given FTX the green light to sell its digital assets, but with carefully designed restrictions and conditions to ensure a structured and orderly process. While market stability remains a concern, the impact is expected to be limited due to the relative size of the sales compared to FTX's total holdings. As always, we'll continue to keep you updated on the latest developments in the world of cryptocurrency. Thank you for tuning in to Crypto News. I'm Blockchain Beat, and until next time, stay informed and stay invested.